So I have a question then. So because this is going to be Cena's last year and we know that, do you think that it would so some people want to see him win at Mania. People want to see him win the World Heavyweight title so that they can say, okay, he's won it 17 times. Or they want him to win the Intercontinental title at Mania because he's never won it before, so he could be a Grand Slam champion. I think that is like completely minor to becoming 17. Also, the fact that this Ric Flair interview is going around again that John Cena will never beat his thing, brother, bye. But that's why you got him. That's why Cena has to do it even more because F you, Ric Flair, you're an idiot. But anyway,
woo!
Do you think that they would really have him win the Rumble and then go on to win the WWE title at Mania too? Like, do you think that he would? Because the thing is, do I think WWE would do that? Yeah. Do you think John Cena would be okay with that though? Because Cena wants this to be his last year, but we know how he is. He doesn't want to dull anybody's shine. He's very willing to put people over and take a back seat. He's fine that he has like this record long losing streak of singles matches. Like he does not care about that kind of stuff. So I don't anticipate him coming into this final year and saying like, okay, I have to win this, I have to win the title, I have to do this, and I have to do this. Like, I really think he's coming in and maybe saying it would be cool if I could face this person, but only if it makes sense. I'm not saying I have to. I don't have to be in a title match. So it's hard for me to imagine he would win the Royal Rumble, get an automatic match, main event match at Mania and win the title, like all in the span of like 2 months. Like that's very hard for me to believe.
We're putting a lot of praise on him, but I want it. Like, give it to him. Because my thought process is make him champion, wins the Rumble, gets all the praise. And then he goes out putting over a talent. Like, the next person to become World Heavyweight Champion, if he decides to go up against Gunther, is a guy like Austin Theory.
Well, yeah, and I think
because he's going to be for a year. He's done in December 2025. So
I really wouldn't be mad if he went out the way that like Trish Stratus did. If like his final night is when he wins the World Heavyweight title and he relinquishes it on Raw because he's like, all right, I'm done. I said 2020. You know what I mean? Because then that would be like, okay, I broke it. I got the 17. No one's going to give an F that he didn't actually have like a reign and defended that title.
No
you know
cares.
What I mean?
It's wrestling. No one cares.
No one would care. And I think that he would almost prefer that because he wants to put talent over. But if he has to be champion for months, that's not allowing him to put people over. You know what I mean? Not in the way, like, not in the same way as the impact that winning would have on them. Just facing John Cena in a world heavyweight title match, that doesn't put someone over as much as beating him for the world heavyweight title. You know what I mean? So I think like whoever is world heavyweight champion like this point next year, I don't anticipating it to be Gunther. It could just be like a middle random person just so that Cena can win it from them. Yeah. I feel like that would be kind of cool because that is something that I still remember from Trish. Like, even though she's come back since then, it's such an iconic moment that she won the women's title and then relinquished it the next day because it's like, I'm retiring. This is the way she goes out. That feels like a cool way for them to also, like you said, bring in the next like generation. Okay, like 2025, here we go. Like now all of these people are going to be competing for the world heavyweight title. Like that seems pretty cool to me.
Seems very cool. That's I do like that idea. And I think about it. But I still think I'm going to win the Rumble. I don't know. We got a lot of time. Sarah, before